It was a scary night for residents at Bamboo Extension Bamboo Village in Cedros. Resident Kareem Mohammed said even though there were signs of land movement and cracks over the last few days, the complete collapse came as a major shock.
Unthinkable right now because the amount of things we lost inside there, and plus we also had materials that was planned to build our house. Because imagine my mom and dad living there all their life, and all their life they were building home. Their focus was to build a home for us, but we never had a proper home, and everything just went. So that's kind of real hard.
5 houses have been lost, with many others being threatened with further land slippage. One such home is owned by Shazad Mohammed. He says he is just waiting for the inevitable.
Events, because if the neighboring house had to go down, we're going to pull down our house as well.
And you think that's going to happen?
Well, prevention better than cure.
What you all did so far?
We evacuated the whole house.
Do you see any signs? Any signs of cracks?
Cracks, yeah. Signs of cracks.
The head of the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Management, Captain Neville Wint, says the coastal erosion event is cause for immediate evacuation in order to prevent any loss of life. Speaking from the site of the land slippage, Captain Wint notes that this is being done as quickly as possible, as he is asking curious onlookers to stay away.
We are seeing visible movement of the soil. The cause is yet to be determined. We do have an effect, and therefore the action by the fire service is basically to protect lives. The more weight we put on the edge, it means that the bottom part can be removed. So therefore the actions taken thus far is to preserve life and where necessary, preserve the area from being impacted by persons who are just curious to see.
So what's next for the residents who have lost their homes? MP for the area, Edmund Dillon, says steps are being taken to get new homes for the displaced residents.
Representatives of the family, and they're filling out the necessary application form. Members of the same agency unit are coming down to Cedros to see for themselves, so that we can speed up the process to get, at least in the initial stage, some temporary housing for those who are affected, and also in terms of providing the necessary tools and equipment for them and the wherewithals for them to at least bring their lives to normalcy as fast as possible.
Leader of Government Business Franklin Khan confirmed in the Senate that help for the families affected by the severe coastal erosion in Cedros will be helped through programs under the Ministry of Housing and the Ministry of Social Development and Family Services. As he answered Senator Paul Richardson's question on what immediate assistance will be given to the 5 families from Bamboo Village, Cedros, Senator Khan said vacant housing units have been identified in Point Fortin to assist on a short-term basis.
At 7 a.m. this morning, social workers attached to the Social and Community Relations Department of the HDC were dispatched to Cedros to interview and conduct an assessment of the affected families. 8 families presented themselves as persons in need of emergency housing assistance. They were interviewed and assessments are being conducted as we speak.
He said the families would be visited by officials to be assessed between Tuesday and Wednesday. He listed other ways in which the Ministry of Social Development can offer assistance to the families.
Facilities that are available include household items up to $10,000, clothing grant $1,000 per person, school supplies $1,000 for child attending secondary, $700 primary, house repairs up to the value of $20,000, house rental grant $25,000 per month for initial period of 3 months, which could be $2,500 per month for an initial period of 3 months. And if alternate accommodation is required, they may be extended a further 3 months depending on the needs of the situation.
As it pertains to the repair works in the Bamboo Village area, Minister of Works Rohan Sinanan said it was too early to say what works would be undertaken. Minister Sinanan said a team visited the site to assess how the repair works can be done.
Based on the preliminary report of homes being eroded, the Ministry of Works and Transport, in its evaluation, seeks to identify whether other properties are at risk and the root cause of the cliff failure. At the moment, it will be premature to provide any recommendation until this assessment is completed. On completion of the assessment, the Ministry of Works and Transport will prepare a report outlining the recommendations to be implemented